Hello and welcome to Intro to Baking Week 7 with Professor Bunt Buddy. In Intro to Baking Week 7, we are making a simple Southern banana pudding. Because this is an intro class, we are not doing a homemade banana pudding, but rather an instant pudding, banana pudding. So that's what we're going to make today. I shared the class supply list on Friday. I also did the theory that was shared on Thursday. And here we are on Sunday getting ready for our live application. Each week in my Intro to Baking class, I provide a theory, a classroom supply list, and then the actual application, whether it's live like today or pre-recorded. No worries if you cannot make this live. I always go back and edit the live and put it on my YouTube channel so that you can get the full recap of what happened in class. Now, you might not get the first 10 minutes of class because, you might not get the first 10 minutes of class because the first 10 minutes we were just talking. I was giving everyone a chance to get into the class and get their supplies ready. So now that everyone is here, we are 12 minutes into the class. My students that are making the banana pudding with me should be ready to go. Let's get started, okay? Your supply list told you needed Nilla Wafers. You needed a box of French vanilla Jello pudding. You also needed a box of banana cream Jello pudding, right? This is vanilla extract. It keeps falling. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you, thank you. You also needed sweetened condensed milk, bananas, and for me today, because a lot of my students were in the comments telling me how they like their banana pudding, I'm going to add a few, very, very few fresh strawberries. I cut those up within that first 5 minutes of being on live, sprinkle a little sugar on those, and they're in the refrigerator right now, just letting the sugar do what it does with the strawberries, release those juices and sweeten them up, okay? So we are going to get started. I'm gonna move this stuff out the way. We're gonna get started with making our pudding, okay? Now I told my students if you, the pudding directions clearly tell you, oh my God, here we go with this live restriction. Yeah, I don't know why TikTok be hating on me. I'm not doing anything wrong. We're gonna get started. Thank you. I don't know why TikTok be hating on me, but let me cover up the brands. We're gonna get started with making our pudding. Our pudding directions clearly tell you what you need. You need the box of pudding and 2 cups of cold milk. Because we're using 2 boxes of pudding, I got it upside down. Because we're using 2 boxes of pudding, that's why we need the 4 cups of milk, which is what I was telling you guys to go ahead and pour your 4 cups of milk. I have my 4 cups of milk right here. So let's get started. All right, I have a big bowl. For those of you that are with me, big bowl. And my hands are clean. And this is my banana pudding. I'm in my house. But those of you that are live with me every week, y'all know I be washing my hands constantly and cleaning and wiping down and stuff as we go. So let me move this out the way real quick. All right. So this is the French vanilla pudding. Open the pack over the bowl. Waste not, want not. Putting it into the bowl. Can everyone see okay? Let me know if you can see me. See everything that I'm doing here. All right, now I'm gonna open up the banana cream. And the flavor of pudding is totally up to you. Some people like to use vanilla. Some people like to use whatever. I like the taste of the French vanilla and the banana cream combined. If you only want to use banana, that's fine. If you only want to use vanilla, not French vanilla, that's fine. But something about that French vanilla just kind of, just does it for me. Okay, so both my pudding mixes are now in the bowl. Y'all can see that? 2 dry pudding mixes in the bowl. Okay. My dishwasher is running too if y'all hear that water, so sorry if y'all can hear that. Hey, hey, hey. All right, pudding mixes in the bowl. 4 cups. Yes, it does, T-Baked Treats, I agree. Pudding mixes in the bowl, 4 cups of cold milk. I'm gonna pour this in. All right, that's in there. I have a whisk. We're just gonna whisk it together until everything is incorporated. Our pudding should thicken up, okay? Whisking everything together. This is Intro to Baking Week 7. and an intro to baking week 7, we are making a simple Southern banana pudding. It's not a homemade banana pudding because this is an intro class, and we're not getting into homemade custard in an intro to baking class. This is just to give you the basic foundations of making desserts. And even though with banana pudding you're not baking, well with this one in particular you're not baking, it's still a good spring dessert. Something that's fresh with fresh fruit, and it's just light. It's perfect for this time of year. So this is what we're doing. Your pudding should be thickening up. Mine is thick. Mine is thick. I don't know about you, but if you're making pudding, your pudding should be thick. Your pudding should be thicker. Let me say that. Your pudding should be thicker. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Come on in, y'all. Tap the screen. Pudding should be thicker. Okay. Pudding should be thick. Happy Sunday. All right, and it should be thick and yellow. Can everybody see that? Can everybody see that? See my bowl? Okay. If you're done whisking your pudding and your pudding is thick, we're now gonna go in with our can of sweetened condensed milk. Now you can add the entire can or as little as much as you like, but I'm only gonna do half a can because sweetened condensed milk is sweet. And the pudding is sweet by itself. This is really, really sweet, but it does give your pudding that extra creaminess, that extra, I don't know how to describe it. It just enhances the flavor, but it can be super, super sweet. So be careful. It's totally up to your discretion. I'm only gonna do half a can of the sweetened condensed milk, but if you wanna do the whole can, by all means, I encourage you to do so, okay? So I'm gonna pour this in here, and I'm eyeballing half a can, okay? All right. Got that done? And at this point in time, if you want to add a little bit of vanilla, you can add a little bit of vanilla as well, okay? I don't even have much in here. I probably should just, I added a splash of vanilla extract, okay? And then we're going to go back to, hi Clarissa, we're going to go back to whisking this together, okay? So let's whisk our sweet milk, our pudding, and our vanilla extract together in this pudding, okay? Can everybody see me whisking? Okay, so far we have mixed both of our puddings together. We have added our milk with that. We've added our sweetened condensed milk, as well as the vanilla is, you could say a capful, probably a teaspoon, Breathers, and it's optional. All right, y'all. This is my pudding. Can y'all see that? My sweet milk is combined in there. My banana cream and my French vanilla pudding, and about a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon of vanilla extract, but the vanilla extract is optional, okay? And y'all see how this is just technique, I guess, but you see how I'm spinning my bowl with my hand and whisking at the same time? This is just making sure I cover everything. Yes, mixing. Good job, Breathers. Shayna G, are you in here? Are you making your pudding? You can taste it if you're done. That's good. That's good, y'all. That's good. Not too sweet. Got the banana and the French vanilla. That's good. That's really good. Let me know, students that are mixing it with me. Let me do another recap for newcomers that are coming on. Again, this is I am Professor Bunt Buddy, or Z the Bunt Buddy. It's in the mixer. I'm still putting up groceries. Oh, it's in the mixer. Okay. Okay, tastes good. Okay. I am Professor Bunt Buddy, or Z the Bunt Buddy, or the Bunt Buddy, Z, Zay, whatever you want to call me. I am doing an intro to baking class here on TikTok and sharing it on my various social media platforms. And we are in week 7 of intro to baking. And in week 7, we are making a simple Southern banana pudding. And when I say simple Southern, it's because it's not homemade. This is an intro class, but I'm teaching my students how to make something that's delicious and flavorful, an introductory dessert that they can have for the springtime, for different family events. We're doing it on Sunday. It's going to be perfect for Sunday dinner, after Sunday dinner this evening. Perfect for a little snack that'll probably take you through Monday or Tuesday, depending on how large you make your pudding. But that's what we're doing today. We're doing a simple Southern banana pudding using Jell-O pudding. We use banana cream and French vanilla. I used 1/2 can of sweetened condensed milk. You can use the whole can if you would like. It just depends on how sweet you want it. And about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. That's where we are right now. Our pudding is mixed. So this is our pudding. It's mixed, okay? Now, the pudding is super duper thick, right? Yes, I will post a recap, an edited recap on YouTube. The pudding is super thick. And because the pudding is super thick, I like to go in and add Cool Whip to kind of thin it out and make it light and fluffy, okay? You're welcome. So let's open up our Cool Whip. I don't even have my scissors ready, y'all. Oh, here we go. This is an 8-ounce tub of Cool Whip. Now, Cool Whip by itself, it's a no for me. I don't do Cool Whip by itself. But I'm gonna mix it into my pudding to give it a light and airy texture, because right now the pudding is it's just thick pudding, right? Just thick Jell-O pudding. But I want it to be light and fluffy, right? I don't want my banana pudding to be heavy. So keep in mind, we have 2 boxes of pudding and sweetened condensed milk, which are all heavier style desserts and or liquids that we're putting into this pudding. So I'm gonna add this 8-ounce container of Cool Whip just to kind of give my banana pudding a lighter, fluffier texture, and it's gonna give you more to spread inside your trifle dish or your bowl. Okay? All right. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Is everyone following? Go ahead and tap the screen. If you're here with me, you're following along, tap the screen. Tap, 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 tap the screen. 8-ounce container of Cool Whip. Since I'm trending right now for my La Creuset, I'm going to use my La Creuset rubber spatula. I'm just going to dump this in here. All 8 ounces. Dump the entire 8 ounces in here. Okay? And instead of whisking in the Cool Whip, I'm going to fold it in, okay? You're welcome. Gonna fold it in, okay? So can y'all still see this? Folding in my Cool Whip. Folding it in. And your texture of your pudding should change like immediately. It should be a lighter, fluffier pudding texture now. Y'all with me? Who's with me? Tap the screen. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Make sure you get your Cool Whip off the lid as well, okay? Get everything. Scraping your bowl as you're folding in your Cool Whip. Scrape that bowl. So as a quick recap, yes, it's only 8 ounces. It should only be 8 ounces, Shayna. This is an 8-ounce container. And you're gonna fold in that 8 ounces. Yes, the entire container. Whip, okay? Can y'all see that? You see how light it is now? Color even changed, can you see that? I'm trying to make sure y'all can see. Y'all see what that looks like? If you're only using 1 box, I would just half and everything that I'm doing, okay? Taste your pudding. That's good. Taste your pudding. Make sure it's good, okay? It's really good with the, what are you saying? Cozy's at home, thank you. It's good, okay. So we're good, okay. Yeah, this is good. All right, now we're gonna set our pudding to the side. I'm actually gonna put my pudding in the refrigerator because now we're gonna cut up bananas. I'm gonna put my pudding in the refrigerator while we cut up and slice up our bananas for assembly, okay? So let's take your pudding that you have mixed and put it in the refrigerator to keep it chilled while we slice up some bananas. At this point, you wanna get your bananas, and you can use a fresh lemon or lemon juice from, I'm gonna use the lemon juice in the container. Bananas and lemon juice. All right, it's in the fridge. Okay, perfect. So now we got our bananas and we have lemon juice. If you have fresh lemons, you can use that too. You mean the lemon from the margarita? Yeah, there you go. If you have fresh lemons, you can do these too. Fresh lemons work just as well, but this is just convenience factor. All right, so cutting board. I don't know if I put cutting board on the list, but did you all know, have you guys, you know how you see fruit trays and fruit platters, fresh fruit trays and platters out in the open, and you wonder how the fruit doesn't get brown? You're like, well, yeah, why isn't the fruit brown? Yeah, I know we drinking. Yes, you fine, Shayna. Honey, if I wasn't on this live, I mean, after this live, I'm going to have me a sip too, but you're totally fine. You don't owe us any explanation. But you know how when you see fruit trays, fruit platters, fresh fruit, and you're like, man, how are those apples still white? Or man, why aren't, you know, whatever, why hasn't it turned color? It's because of the acidity of lemon juice. You can sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice over the top of your fresh fruit. Not a lot. You're not going to change the taste and texture, but just a little bit to keep your bananas, your apples, your fresh fruit from turning brown so quickly. Okay, so when we slice our bananas, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice across our bananas. It's not going to change the taste. It's not going to change the texture. I do it all the time. But you're going to sprinkle a little bit across your bananas to keep your bananas from turning brown so quickly. This will give us enough time to slice our bananas as well as assemble our banana pudding. Okay, so that's a quick tip. Lemon juice. See, slicing fresh apples, slicing fresh banana. I'm trying to think of another fruit that will expose quickly when exposed to, that will turn quickly when exposed to air. Sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice. Not enough to where you're trying to cook it, right? Because you know you can cook like ceviche and stuff. They use like the acidity from citrus. You're not trying to do that, but you're trying to preserve the fruit long enough to where when it's exposed to the air, it's not going to change color. Lemon juice is your friend. So that's a quick tip, okay? All right. So we're going to start cutting up our bananas, okay? Let me see how I want to do this. I've never done this on live, so trying to make sure that everything, you guys can see everything and I'm doing everything is kind of awkward for me. So apples, avocados, potatoes, they out. There you go. Thank you, Shan. I couldn't think of, I don't eat avocados. So, and potatoes, they're not out long enough. So, but yeah. So we're going to take our lemons. Peel your, we're going to take our bananas, I'm sorry. Peel your banana. I always cut these little points of the banana off. It's not something I eat. Okay, I'm gonna put these right here. And slice your bananas, oh my God, I can't tell you guys, an inch. Maybe half an inch, or it really depends on your preference as far as the thickness goes, okay? But try to slice your bananas as even as possible when you're slicing them for your pudding. You don't want to have bananas in different shapes in your pudding, okay? Try to get them the same dimension when you're slicing them. All right, that's my first banana sliced up. And you really want to try to move fast when slicing your banana so that you can put this lemon juice on them before they, you know, start to turn. And if you're not using bananas, because you don't like bananas in your pudding, skip this step. But I need to have bananas in mine. I'm a banana person, and I'm a texture person. That's why I don't like avocado, and I need the bananas in mine. So slice up your bananas as even as possible. and as quick as possible when doing this, okay? Sorry I can't give you a size as far as how thick or thin to slice your bananas. I don't know if you all can see that. Okay. Keep going. We're moving quick because peel. I cut the little butts of the banana off, the little ends off. Peel any strings off if necessary. And get to slicing. Everybody with me? That's following along, because Shayna trying to cook, put up groceries. She multitasking. All right, I'm 3 bananas in so far. Tap the screen, share the live. This is Intro to Baking Week 7. We are making a simple Southern banana pudding. Okay. All right, I am 4 bananas in. Tap the screen, tap, tap, tap. Come on in, y'all. Keep going to my students. I'm about to be 5 bananas in slicing right now. Did y'all know banana peels are good for your plants? If you soak your banana peels in some water, all the nutrients from the banana peels are good for your garden or your house plants. Did y'all know that? So I'm putting my banana peels in the sink because I'm going to probably put them in a jar and let them, you know, ferment the next couple of days so that they can, my house plants can get some good nutrients. Like composting, you know what I mean? Yep, thank you for the hearts. Thank y'all. Come on in, y'all. Now this one got a little boo-boo on it, so I may not use that piece, okay? I'm gonna cut that piece off. All right. Running out of room here. All right. So I have medium bananas right here. I'm gonna take this lemon juice. Just gonna sprinkle a little bit across the top. Not a lot. Y'all can see what I'm doing here. Right here. That's all I did. And I'm actually gonna put them in a bowl. Okay. I have this clear bowl this white bowl right here. I'm gonna put them in a bowl. Did you see me sprinkle a little bit of the lemon juice on top of the bananas? This is going to keep them from browning so fast, okay? All right, y'all with me? This is what I have. Can y'all see that? Got it? I put them in the bowl. I'm giving them all a little exposure to the lemon juice. See how I'm like stirring them around, flipping them around? So they'll all be coated and they won't brown as fast. Okay? Okay, y'all. All right, we should be good to go there. So far, I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator. All right, so far in our Intro to Baking Week 7 class, making a simple Southern banana pudding, we have made our Jell-O pudding, or made our pudding for our banana pudding, which is 1 box of banana cream pudding, 1 box of French vanilla pudding. We also used sweetened condensed milk, a teaspoon or so of vanilla extract, and Cool Whip, okay? We combined all of those ingredients, mixed them all together, make sure they were good to go. They're now in the fridge. We've also cut up 5 to 6 small to medium-sized bananas and sprinkled a little bit of lemon juice on our bananas so that they don't turn brown so fast. That's what we've done so far, okay? That's the prep work, right? Now comes the fun part. Whether you're using a trifle dish or in my case, I'm using a large glass bowl, Pyrex bowl size. Yeah, I ain't got my glasses on, but a very large Pyrex glass bowl. That's what I'm going to use to assemble my banana pudding. I love to see banana pudding done in the glass containers because it's so pretty to look at once assembled, and then you can just be so proud of your work. And like T-Baked Treats was saying, she made banana pudding. It was like the belle of the party. It's like the central highlight of, you know, your dessert table. So why not put it into a beautiful glass container so that everyone can marvel into your work, and then it's absolutely delicious as well, okay? So yeah, so now we're getting ready to assemble, okay? So students, you should have your Nilla Wafers. Let's just get it open. And because, disclaimer, I'm in my house. This is my banana pudding. You will not see me with gloves. I just washed my hands. I don't know if you guys saw me or heard me. I just washed my hands because I have been touching those bananas. I have my paper towel right here to prove it. I just dried them. I'm not using any gloves. So when you see me assembling this pudding, it's going to be with my hands in my house for my banana pudding. Just FYI. Okay? Banana pudding is not something that I would sell anyway. I don't sell banana pudding. So I only do cakes, but that's not even happening right now. So disclaimer. So let's open up our Nilla Wafers. Okay? Let's just get them ready. Thank you for the follow. You always gotta taste at least one. If you're using chessmen cookies, not my mom and mother-in-law making me banana pudding, but they leave. What? They went by too fast. Say that again. My mom and mother-in-law make banana pudding, but what? Yeah, T-Baked Treats. You know you always gotta eat one. And I actually have 2 boxes of Nilla Wafers because I just feel like I'll be running out when I get to the top. So we're ready to assemble. We got our cookies open, right? Our bananas are in the refrigerator. They've been sliced about 10 minutes now. And we have our pudding mix in there. Thank you for the gifts. We have our pudding mix in the refrigerator as well. I'm gonna pull everything out so we can start assembling our banana pudding. So for my 2 students that are making it with me, Breathis and Shayna, if you're ready, let's get started. Go ahead and tap the screen. Let me grab my ingredients out the refrigerator. Tap the screen out. Tap, tap, tap the screen. All right. These are our bananas that we just cut, but we cut 10 minutes ago and put that lemon juice on them. If y'all can see that. These are our bananas. Okay. I'm going to put everything right here so it can be within my reach as we are starting to assemble our banana pudding. Okay. Can everybody see okay? Trying to make sure I'm in. Get us another. Look at our pudding is thick now. You see our pudding? Pudding. Ready to go. Our bananas. Yes, apples and bananas, D. Well, you got to put just enough. Just enough, not too much. And mine were in the refrigerator too. Just enough, not too much. Got a spoon so we can get started. Okay, so there's really no right or wrong way as far as how you want to. Oh, my strawberries. I forgot about my strawberries, y'all. Remember, I cut up just a few strawberries because I heard some of my students saying they were I've heard about strawberry banana pudding, but I've never tried it. So I cut up just a few strawberries at the beginning of class because I want to just put maybe a few in here as I'm assembling. Not too many on the strawberries because strawberries retain a lot of moisture, and I don't want my banana pudding to get too mushy, okay? I missed it earlier. What did you make the banana pudding mixture with? So Toya, the banana pudding is, the pudding mixture is banana cream, jello flavor, banana cream jello pudding, French vanilla jello pudding, Cool Whip, a teaspoon or so of vanilla extract, and I only used half a can of sweetened condensed milk. You can use a whole can if that's your preference. I didn't want it too sweet. Everything, the class supply list, which is essentially the recipe, is 2 posts before one post before my last post. I posted it on Friday. All right, so I cut up just a little bit of strawberries. Posted just a little bit of strawberries. Cut up about 4 or 5 small strawberries. I'm gonna pat them dry with a paper towel because I wanted them to be sweet, so I put a little sugar on them. I'm gonna pat them dry with a paper towel, and I'm gonna layer them in here as well, okay? I almost forgot. I'm just gonna pat them a little bit. And because I'm using strawberries and bananas, I'm gonna start with my pudding first. I'm gonna do pudding. You ready? Breathe this. Breathe this. Is one of my students is ready to assemble. I don't know why I block your comment. I'm gonna start with a layer of pudding, and then I'm gonna do cookie, banana, strawberry. Does that make sense? Pudding, cookie, banana, strawberry, okay? And we're gonna repeat that. Okay? All right. I think I got a little bit of everything. So, got a spoon here. Starting at the bottom of our bowl. Smooth it out as best you can to try to make it an even layer, okay? I'll show you guys. This is my bottom layer of pudding, okay? What do you mean, why is it that? You can do it in any order. You can do cookie, pudding, banana. You can do banana, whatever order you want to. This is just my preference. I don't know why it's blocking your comment, peaceful life. Now I'm gonna go in with some cookies. I'm gonna layer my cookies down here. And I like the cookies, y'all. I like a lot of cookie. I like a lot of fruit. You're welcome. Now, some of these Nilla Wafers look a little burnt up, but I ain't gonna trip. All right. I got a little paper towel here to wipe my hands as I go too. So I have pudding and cookie right here. Can y'all see that? Okay. I love a lot of cookies, but I have to try the strawberries. Yeah, I'm trying the strawberries today. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with some bananas, and I'm gonna layer my bananas in between. Okay. And again, I'm not using gloves because this is my personal, my house banana pudding. And I'm trying to work fast as well. Okay. Got some bananas. Put them in there. Let me get one more right here. Y'all with me? I'm somehow now banana pudding. TikTok, my 4th day video. Definitely trying this. Okay. So we have pudding, cookie, banana. Can y'all see that? And now, I'm going to take a couple of strawberries and layer in here in between. Not a lot, just a couple of them. This is my first time trying it with the strawberries, so. I don't want my husband to be like, you always trying something on TikTok. And then you be messing stuff up. Anybody else got a man like that? Be like, I don't want to try no TikTok recipe. I don't want no TikTok recipe. I want real. I want what we used to eating. Can anybody else relate to that? I'm kind of drying my strawberries some as I go through too, because they still, remember the strawberries have a lot of moisture, okay? I probably should have cut some more up. I don't know if this is going to be enough. But it's just enough. This is a tryout, so. All right. Here we go. Pudding, cookie, banana, strawberry. Paul Jr. Cold Stone. No, that blueberry banana pudding ice cream is the truth. Okay, y'all. So now we're going to do it again. We're going to put some more pudding on here. And be careful with your pudding, okay? When you put your pudding in here, you don't want to try not to mess up your fruit assembly if you can, okay? Got to be gentle with spreading it out. I don't know if you guys can see, so I'm kind of using my spoon to kind of spread it out some without messing up my fruit assembly as much, okay? Trying to make sure y'all can see. All right. Okay, you see that? We're on our second layer of pudding now. I'm gonna go in with my cookies. And I start my cookies on the outside. I go on the outside and then I work my way in as far as my cookies go. But whatever works for you, okay? Yeah, that blueberry ice cream that blueberry banana pudding is delicious, y'all. It always has been. It has not changed. Some of these new flavors they coming out with, I'd be like, blueberry, leave it alone. Because some of the traditional ones, like that banana pudding, it's the truth. Since I was a kid, that banana pudding has been delicious. I'm gonna put this little broke piece in here too. All right. All right, got our cookies. I'm gonna go in with more bananas. Y'all with me? Let's put them in here. I would have been done with this banana pudding by now, y'all, but live class. Load it up how you want it. Now on this layer, I'm not gonna use strawberries, okay? Let's see. Trying to make sure I cover every little nook and cranny. Okay. Bananas. So I got cookie. I got banana pudding, banana cookie, banana. Now I'm gonna go in with more pudding. I'm not gonna do strawberries. Do you use whipped cream? Yes, I did. I'm not gonna do strawberries in this layer, okay? So now I'm gonna go in with more pudding. Gentle spreading your pudding. Because that fruit is right there under it. If I wasn't using the strawberries, I probably wouldn't have layered it because that fruit. But I guess cookies too, they will move as well, so. And spread it out as evenly as you can, y'all. All right, more cookies. Do you use whipped cream? Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Y'all with me? Tap the screen. We're making a live banana pudding. You have to try the Bud Best wafers. They are the best, none other. I've never heard of Bud Best. Where are they sold at? I've never heard of that. I know some people like the Chessman cookies too, but I've had it with the Chessman cookies. It just doesn't give the same, to me, it just doesn't give the same effect like the Nilla Wafers do. And it could be, you know, guys, a lot of times our taste buds are just used to what we know. You know what I mean? Like I grew up with the Nilla Wafer banana pudding. It's just what I've come accustomed to know and like. Alabama owned buds are awesome. I like the mini. I've never had them. I'll have to, next time I'm in Alabama, I was in Alabama yesterday, but next time I'm there, I'm gonna have to, look for that. They sold it like a Kroger in Alabama. Like, is it a particular store I'm looking for? Most get, oh, it went too fast. New to your live with the recipe. The recipe, most gas stations have them. Okay, I'm gonna have to check for that. They usually sell them in the South. I'm in the South. I get them when I come in the South where you live. Hi, good afternoon to your life. The recipe isn't really, I don't know if it really is a recipe. The banana pudding supply list is posted. It was posted 2 days ago. The recap of this will be posted as well on my YouTube channel. If you can't make the live, I always do a recap on my YouTube channel, okay? Now remember, y'all, so I did, my first layer was pudding, cookie, banana, strawberry. Second layer was pudding, cookie, banana. I'm on my third layer. I have my pudding and my cookies, and now I'm gonna do banana, strawberry again, okay? So, for my students that are with me, how's your assembly going? I know you probably can't talk and type and try to assemble your banana pudding like me, but just want to check on y'all. They usually sell them in the store. Okay. My live isn't moving, y'all. I'm gonna have to touch the screen. Hold on. I got 14 new messages. Hold on, y'all. I'm assembling right now. Hold on. "21 messages. Hold on, y'all. Hold on the messages because my screen is stuck. Hold on, y'all. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I can't keep up. Hold on, y'all. It looks so good and you are so beautiful. Thank you. Let me try to catch up with what I'm missing here. I love this for 90% cooking, dance, and working out. Yes. What pudding do you use? All my puddings. Okay, Shanna is going great. I love the vanilla wafers. I miss the bigger wafers. Now they just make the smaller wafers. What do you mean smaller? The minis? These are regular. Dollar Tree, Walgreens. Me too, Miss Tanya. Okay. So, these are regular. These are regular size. I don't know what you mean by bigger wafers, but these are regular size, okay? So I'm going in now again with the rest of my strawberries into my third layer of this pudding. Remember, I did not cut up a lot of strawberries because I was worried about the moisture. We know strawberries retain a lot of moisture, and I don't want it to get too soggy. But I have more strawberries. I'm thinking about maybe putting some on the top or whatever, however, okay? But I'm gonna throw the rest of these few in here just for a little extra sweetness and tartness when it comes to the banana pudding. I've never done it with the strawberries. I hope my husband don't be like, "Girl, there you go, always trying something from TikTok." Which this isn't from TikTok, it's just my first time trying it. But, okay. So now I'm gonna go in again with more pudding. Y'all with me? Do you ever use anything other than the brand? I don't. It's just, I've tried it, T-Bakes, with the Nilla Wafers. Again, it's just not my preference. But like I said, it could be our taste buds. You know, you grow up eating things a certain way and then you just come accustomed to liking things that way. She's saying the regular size used to be lower. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm going in with more pudding. And I'm going into my fourth layer. Okay? So I'm going in with more pudding. And yes, you probably will have leftover, okay? And for the 92%, I'm using my Le Creuset spatula. My Le Creuset spatula. That video is going viral right now for those of you that haven't seen it. Meghan Markle has her Netflix series With Love, Meghan. And people were saying she was unrelatable because she was using Le Creuset. And so, black women, the 92%, started showing their Le Creuset. Like, it's relatable. Like, I've had Le Creuset since 2018 before Meghan was married to the prince, before there was a Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, when she was just Meghan Markle. Okay, so going in with my pudding. Again, I'm on my fourth layer. I'm gonna go in with my cookies. This is probably my last row of bananas, but I have extra bananas here. So I may do another layer. I may cut up another banana. For some reason, the bananas I get from the WM store as of late, thank you for the gifts, they are terrible. They're terrible. But the bananas I get from Publix, they're beautiful. They're absolutely wonderful. But these other ones, they ain't worth a, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Okay. No, I don't want to push that too hard. I got room for one more right there. Probably everybody boycotting that store. Probably because they just not. And this is like a little burnt See that Nilla wafer? Come on, Nilla. I need all my cookies golden, beautiful, not sketchy looking. This is probably the last of my bananas, y'all. And again, I may cut up another one because I have some ugly ones over here, but we'll see. I'm late to class. Yeah, you late to class. We started at 1 o'clock. We actually started 10 minutes after 1 because at 1 o'clock we talked for a few minutes, first 10 minutes. So, but the recap, if you're late to class, I always do a recap, post a recap. I try to get it done in about 48 to 72 hours, but y'all, the recap takes a lot. It's a lot to edit out all of this, like what I'm doing right now, all this talking. I have to edit all that out. Nobody wants to hear that. I mean, I can leave it in, but then that's on my behalf. It's like that's not a content creator caring about her product. So editing out all of the all of the extra stuff, it's a lot. So the recap will be posted the following week. That's what I'll tell you. And the recap is always on my it's on my YouTube channel. The full recap is on my YouTube channel. So thank you for saying you appreciate it. I appreciate you appreciating it because it's a lot of work. And this, I don't do content full time. I have a career outside of this, a real job. So, all right. So that's the last of my bananas. I may cut up another one, like I said. I just might. So I'm gonna put some more pudding on top. So this will be like the 5th layer for me, which is deep enough. This will be like the 5th layer for me. It's just me and my husband. Can y'all see that? Y'all see, look at that strawberry peeping through. Y'all see that? All right, so I got pudding on my spoon. All right, thank you. You make a banana pudding today, Queen? It's a beautiful day out. The weather is nice. The spring is springing. Why not? Why not? I'm just smoothing my pudding around that first layer of bananas. Making sure that everything's covered. Going around. Cleaning that up. All right. Oh, it's heavy, y'all. This is 5 layers. Look, you can kind of see through the peep right here. This is 5 layers of banana pudding. 5 layers, okay? It is heavy. This is heavy. I want to weigh it. So now I'm going to finish mine off with cookies, right? Yes, I will be posting the recap. The recap may be posted. It'll be posted later this week. It won't be immediately today, but I will be posting the recap. And I will be posting when I dig into it and finally eat it. I'll be posting that as well. So gonna go through with our cookies, go across the top. And when we're in the top like that last layer, I try to make the top of it like kind of cute if I can, crush up the rest of the cookies that's remaining, kind of make it fancy looking. So we'll see. Look at this cookie, y'all. Look at that. Look at this. I'm gonna put that to the side. Thank you. Tap the screen, y'all. Tap, 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 tap the screen. We're almost done. And y'all know that banana pudding has to set up, so we're not going to cut into it right now on the live. The purpose of the live was to show my students how to make banana pudding, and that's what we did today. Simple Southern banana pudding. Okay, I'm gonna crush these other ones up. So I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna start on my second box so I can have more for the middle. Thank you for the follows. You use chessmen on cop? Okay. I'm not a fan of the chessmen. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of them. I like them. I just prefer the Nilla Wafers. No, I don't, Deanna, honestly. I just make the pudding. My mom does, my cousin does. Like my cousin came over for Christmas. She made a custard banana pudding. It was good. If you guys are looking for a recipe for the custard banana pudding, look on the side of the box right there. They give you a recipe for it. Or you may have a family recipe, you know. You make the custard. Do you eat yours warm or do you eat it cold? I like the chessmen, but the crunch factor is lacking compared. Yeah. The crunch factor and the vanilla flavor is just something about that. The Nilla Wafers take on that banana flavor so good, in my opinion. In my opinion. But to each his own. Cold for sure. Okay. He broke cookies. See, Nilla? Messing up my good rotation here. Okay. So this is 5 layers. I don't like meringue either. I don't like meringue. Not a fan of that. You use both cookies, nice. Okay. So this is what I have, like broke cookies. I have these broke cookies in the bottom that were left over. I'm just gonna crush them up. That's when I make just a decoration. Gotcha. I'm gonna take these broke cookies. Crushing them up really good. My daughter made banana pudding today. Oh, nice. As you can see, I didn't need a mixer. You don't need anything fancy to crush up. If you scroll back 2 posts later, you can see the supply list, which is the recipe essentially. All right, so I got my cookies crumbled up. I'm just gonna take these crumbled cookies. As you can see, this is what the top of, hold on, yeah. This is what the top of my banana pudding looks like. Okay. We are 5 layers. This is 5 layers deep. Let me see if I can find. This is 5 layers deep. Banana pudding. And we have a few strawberries in here. This is 5 layers deep. Okay. Nice, nice. All right. So I'm gonna take these crushed up Nilla Wafers. And I'm just gonna sprinkle them across the top. Okay? Sprinkle them across the top. Okay? I love the cookie, y'all. And for my students, for everyone that's following me in this class, actually, this is it. We have made a simple Southern banana pudding. Let me show y'all. Let me wipe my bowl off. We have 5 layers of banana pudding. We started with pudding, cookie, banana, a thin layer of strawberry. We repeated those steps up. Pudding, cookie, banana, pudding, cookie, banana, another layer of strawberry, pudding, cookie, banana. Tonight, whenever I dig into it, or later this afternoon, whenever I dig into it, I'll probably cut up more fresh strawberry for my personal serving, for my personal plate. But I didn't want to put too many strawberries because, you know, strawberries retain moisture. And I don't want, what you mean, never mind, ZA. I don't know what the thing is. I don't want it to be mushy, right? If my boys were here, this will be gone by tomorrow morning. But it's just me and my husband, so we may eat half of it because it's just sometimes I just, yeah, look, caramel, yeah. I do that on my banana pudding bundt cake, tea bakes, I do that as well. All right, so this is what we have, y'all. Simple Southern banana pudding. I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna post it. I'll probably make a video about it. This is a simple Southern banana pudding. Can y'all see that? We did everything live in class today. This is 5 layers up. Y'all can see how the different layers. See the strawberry right there? 5 layers of banana pudding. Okay? Yep, in the fridge. I'm gonna put my lid on it. I just wanted to show y'all this is what it looks like. Everybody got it? Let me smile for the camera. Everybody got it? Okay. Put my lid on it. And I'm gonna refrigerate it for, it's 2:17 my time. Dinner will be done about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Oh, it'll be good and ready right after dinner. It'll be perfect. But about 4 hours is what I try to give it at minimum as far as refrigeration goes, about 4 hours. Let me put my banana pudding in the refrigerator. Now, I have a little bit of pudding left over, right? I have pudding left over. What about you, Breathis and Shane? I have a little bit of pudding left over, see? Not much, but a little bit. A little bit to make a little personal banana pudding, right? You could easily layer this in a cup if you have kids or you just want to taste it right now. You could layer this in a cup. Put a little bit in the cup. There you go. Small container. She said she made small containers for lunch. That's perfect. Make a little small jar, a little small container of banana pudding. Put your fresh banana, your strawberries, whatever in it, and test it out. That's totally such a good idea. This is what's left. This is Intro to Baking Week 7. In Intro to Baking Week 7, we made a simple Southern banana pudding. In our simple Southern banana pudding, because it is an intro class, we did not make homemade banana pudding. We used Jell-O pudding for our custard, for our base, okay? The 2 flavors we used were banana cream and French vanilla. We combined our Jell-O puddings with 4 cups of cold milk. We also went in with some sweetened condensed milk. For me, I only use 1/2 the container, a 14-ounce can. You can use all of it, but I didn't want it super sweet, so I used 1/2 of the Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk and about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We whisked all that together and then we folded it in an 8-ounce container of Cool Whip, which made it light and fluffy, okay? We refrigerated that and let that set up. Our pudding was thick and ready to go. We then sliced up 5 to 6 bananas, small to medium in size. If you want more bananas, add more. If you want less bananas, if you want no bananas, you don't have to use bananas, but we sliced up some bananas. We sprinkled a little bit of lemon juice on our bananas to keep them from browning so fast. And then we were ready to assemble, okay? So we assembled with pudding, cookie, banana. Pudding, cookie, banana. For me, I was able to get 5 layers. I don't know how many. I have 2 students that are following along with me, Shayna and Breathis. I don't know how many layers they got, but I was able to get 5 layers of banana pudding out of what I just gave you as far as the recipe goes. Now our banana pudding is sitting up. As we all know, you have your video tomorrow. Thank you, Breathis. As we all know, you don't, when you make banana pudding, unless you're eating it hot, you don't eat it immediately. I like my banana pudding cold. You can eat it if you want to, but I'm gonna let my banana pudding sit up for a couple of hours, let it marry, mesh together, let all of those flavors kind of get together, and then I'm gonna dig in it after dinner tonight. It's a long spring day, so it'll still be daylight. Hold on, y'all, my dog. It's a spring day, so it'll still be daylight. You know, the days are longer, and I'll be able to post me digging into the banana pudding that we made live in class today. Okay? Are there any questions for me? For my students that are in here that have been with me since day 1, I think week 8 is going to be the end of Intro to Baking with Professor Bunt Buddy. I think week 8 is going to be the end, y'all. I thought I was going to be able to go a full 12 weeks, but I don't think the participation aligns with my effort. unfortunately. At first it did. So for those of you that are new here, yeah, let me give you a little backstory. For those of you that are new here, if you look at the top of my page, there's an intro to baking playlist tab, and there's probably 30, 35 videos in that class. 30 to 35 videos. Shanna, you've been with me since day one, right? And the class, you know, well, the classes started because there was a lot going on, a lot of interest and excitement around Hillman Talk, right? There was a lot of interest and excitement around the Hillman Talk. And then, you know, Hillman Talk has their own drama, and it's just a lot. It's a lot, y'all. It's an obligation of me every week to do these classes. And yeah, it has. And since that's died down, I feel like the interest and participation level has died down as well. You know what I mean? And so for me, I create a lesson, I create a syllabus, I create a lesson plan, and I go out of my way to buy these things and do these classes, and then there's a lack of participation. It's like I'm the only one that's giving 100%. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Shannon, you're not new. Oh, some of us are still here. Yes, some of you guys are still here, right? When the class first started, I had 100 of you, 150 of you. I think the first class was maybe 500 people in the class. Today, out of my students that are reoccurring, it's 5 of y'all that I know your name. So for me, it doesn't marry, it doesn't mesh, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. So I need I need the energy to match. Let me say that. I need the energy to match. And like I've said before, it's not really a problem. It's not really an issue. But, you know, I'm spending... Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. But I'm spending, you know, my time. I'm not a teacher by trade. I have a different profession. But weekly I am creating, I'm doing theory, I'm doing videos, I'm doing recordings, I'm thinking of recipes and thinking of things that my class will be interested in. And, you know, it's not here. So, and one side of me is like happy that we were able to go this long, you know, at least we got 8 weeks out of it. Right. And so, and I don't know, maybe I'll do weeks 9 through 12, but April is going to be a busy month for me. I'm not going to stop content creating. I'm just going to stop the class, if that makes sense. This is my 5-layer banana pudding. It's in the refrigerator right now. See the strawberry? For those of you that missed the live, this is my 5 layers of banana pudding. It's only me and my husband. I'm an empty nester, and we are not going to be able to eat all of this. This is what it looks like with the lid off. It smells good. Thank you, Victoria. This is our banana pudding right here. Okay. I'm going to put it back in the refrigerator. I like to let my banana pudding firm up for at least 4 hours. So, yeah. Yep. Now, I was getting ready to get off of here. Are there any more questions? Because if not, I'm finna go. It's beautiful outside, y'all. It's a beautiful sunny day in Georgia. I'll go take my dog for a walk, come back and start my Sunday dinner. And, yeah, and enjoy my banana pudding a little later today. My banana pudding with strawberries in it. It's my first time with the strawberries. Breathe this. Thank you. You're welcome, Dr. Rael Sims. You are so welcome. Thank you for joining my live. All right, y'all. Bun Buddy is signing out. Remember, this is week 7. Thank you for the gifts. Week 8. Lemon tea cakes. Week 9 will be our final class. And then week 9, we will do a sakasumi cake. Okay? Bye, y'all.